Welcome to this week's G.I. Joe Tour Review, where today we are looking at the Retroline HISS tank with the HISS driver. But before we get to the HISS tank, let's do our shout outs of the week, starting with Back to the Media at 48 South Loudon Street, where you can get all, and I do mean all, your video game needs. From the Atari all the way up to current systems, you get DVDs and video game mags and all points in between. So definitely check them out. And while you're in the neighborhood, you can go over to 115 South Loudon Street, the Time Travelers Toys and Collectibles, where you can get all, and I do mean all, your video game needs. Well, not video game needs, but all your toys and collectibles needs. Going from G.I. Joe to Transformers to He-Man to Thundercats and all points in between. But this guy and the HISS tank driver, or the HISS tank and the HISS tank driver I got from Walmart. And I also got a second one that I got for Christmas from a friend of mine. So I got me two of the retro HISS tanks with two of the retro HISS drivers. So this is a good figure set that I bought and got for Christmas one year. So it is a pretty cool set. But if you lead time travelers, you can go to 80 Weems Lane to Back to the Media, but Four Color Fantasies, where you can get all your comic book needs from Marvel to DC to IDW to Image to all points in between, back issues, current releases. So definitely check them out. When you leave there, you can go to Tropical Islands on Piccadilly Street, right across the street from the Hanley Library here in Winchester, and get all your Jamaican food needs met and get your hunger for the Jamaican food done. So definitely check them out. When you leave there, if you got a tree stump you need removed, a tree trimmed, or just a tree removed in general, you can get a hold of Mixed Tree Services. So definitely give him a holler. And nobody climbs trees like Mick. But Cobra Island is a proud sponsor of mental health awareness. So if you can get a hold of Robert C. Brown at Healing Grace Counseling Services, go ahead and check him out. And if Rob doesn't have what you're looking for, may I suggest going to Northwestern Community Services. Either way, you get all your mental health needs taken care of. So definitely check them out. When you leave there, you need a bank to go to. May I suggest Bank of Clark or going to United Bank. Both of them are good bank, good banks, good. Once I can learn to speak English, good customer service. So go and get all your needs met there. So definitely check them out. And while you're there, and you're looking to get some good. Once you leave there, you're looking for insurance. May I suggest State Farm? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Or you can try Farmers. Up. We are farmers. So go ahead and get some good insurance for your car, truck, boat, house, renter's insurance, all kinds of stuff. Go ahead and check them out. Both places out. And if you have that car, truck, boat, motorcycle, whatever you just got insured, and you need some gas for that vehicle, may I suggest going to Sheets. And you get your gas tank full as well as your belly full from their made-to-order food. So definitely go ahead and check them out. You'll be sure glad you did. So check out Sheets and get the job done right. And go ahead and do that. And that's it for our shout outs of the week. We're going to start with looking at his driver by looking at his file card, which all Retroline vehicles and figures come with these kind of file cards. Unfortunately, the HISS tank don't come with a file card, but it says Cobra HISS, Role Driver. Primary military specialty is a HISS driver. Secondary specialty is a mechanical and electrical systems. Birthplace is various countries because he is a troop builder. And the text says Cobra HISS drivers are selected from the best and most evil of Cobra commands thousands of yearly recruits. And of course, everything's the same in several different languages, 4 other different languages. So let's take a look at the HISS driver, which he only comes with one accessory, which is his figure stand, upraised Cobra logo, Cobra Trooper on the front, which is just a HISS driver. But, it's what it is. And of course, he's got his primary red uniform. Sorry for the number 1 on the back. I kind of numbered them. But that's his blue patch on the front with the silver Cobra logo. Of course, he's got black on the wristbands, black highlights on the belt, his long stiletto black boots, black on the face on the helmet with the silver visor. That's pretty much what he looks like. And of course, he's got his helmet. His head could rotate 360. His arm could raise about so high. He can rotate his arm all the way around 360. Bend at the elbow. Rotate at the elbow. He can also rotate at the wrist. A full 360. His legs can split about yet. So far, we can do the full splits. Can lift his leg to about there. Double bend at the knee, which is bent too well, but it's there. His ankle can pivot back. As well as rotate the full 360. But I'm not going to put him in the back on the figure stand just yet, because I'm going to go ahead and use him in the show how he can fit into the HISS tank. But let's take a look at the HISS tank. It can roll. Same thing we looked at the last 2 weeks. It can roll. Does have the treads, but they're not movable. But it has the 2 dumbbell tires at the bottom. So it can roll. Red on it, and it's got the 788, which reminds me of Hooded Cobra Commander 788, but it still works. The cannon torch can raise up fully, as well as rotate all the way around 360. And let's take a look at inside this thing, which you just fit the figure right there. It's got some good control panels right there. Cobra logo on the front. And on the back, it's got 2 foot pegs, so you can put 2 individual vehicle or figures on them. But you can raise this up just so you can get to the cockpit. Lift that up like so. Which looking inside of it does have some good detail. Good sculpting detail. Not much, but it's there. You just set the HISS driver right here. Close the lid and, get him in there a little better, a little lower. You can close the lid. You can see him in there, and of course, it's got the glass canopy, so it's not good for a tank because it can just shatter the glass and kill the driver. Plus, I got my other HISS tank driver right here. We'll show you what he looks like standing inside the gun turret. So you have 2 of them riding the same HISS tank. Use him as a gunner. It's perfectly cool. But taking a good long look at the HISS tank last 3 weeks. It's an awesome vehicle. Very, very good figure play set. And there's his tank driver on his figure stand. But he doesn't come with no weapons, which a lot of drivers shouldn't, but he should at least have some kind of a pistol on him or whatever. But it's neither here nor there. But so I got some extra weapons I usually give him, when I display them. But he's got a sentry tank, or a high-speed sentry tank to drive. But all around the HISS tank, any formation, any color, any design of the HISS tank is awesome, because the HISS tank is pretty awesome. And it would happen to be the Finch's release just happened to be the same year, released the same year that Destro came out, which Destro is credited for building the HISS tank, as well as the Fang helicopter, which we'll be looking at in 2 weeks. But still a good-looking vehicle, both of them. Destro is credited for building the both of them, as well as most of their vehicles and weaponry, which is pretty cool. At least he kept that in the continuity in all forms of the cartoon, Sunbow, Deke, Renegades, as well as the live-action movies. But especially the first one, the Rise of Cobra. But, this is a good vehicle. I'm glad to have it in my collection. I'm glad to display it, glad to show it off, glad to have a HISS driver. But that's it for this week. So tune in next week as we review a Destro and a Destro vehicle. So tune in next week, and until next time, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. See you in the next one.